May I request we keep our business short today? My batteries only have 4 hours and 23 seconds left, unless you can provide me with an extension cord. Kinetic, chemical, electrical. Are you trying to take off this face or wipe a stain from it? Either way, what a pity. It seems I will have to make some improvements to this.
Fear not.
Some have suggested that I should spend my vacation like a human, so I have prepared several options. People seem to like this one the most. Kinetic. Some have suggested that I should spend my vacation like a human, so I have prepared several options. People seem to like this one. I am glad you like it. My colleagues designed the sweetest smell for this. Your visits are always unexpected. I appreciate that. People utilize a variety of methods to rest. People utilize a variety of methods to rest. you trying to take off this face or wipe a stain from it? People utilize a variety of methods to rescue. Your visits are always unexpected. I appreciate that. Your visits are always unexpected.
We make an ideal team.
It depends on the budget.
Join with us, comrades.
Critters eating beans and a white rooster. These are supposed to be taboos on the island. Is this an illusion brought on by the fog? Or a new trial? No, something's not right. The flow of arcane skills on the island has changed. I need to get rid of them first.
A good point.
Loading.
Isn't that? It could be found.
No other study could show you this.
Faraday's miracle. So, damage.
You irrational numbers. Intersect and divide.
Touch the device.
Isn't that?
I admire your courage.
Charging.
A new hypothesis.
Time to check my calculation.
For you and for us.
Target confirmed.
Taking another look.
Go away.
Don't worry.
Loading.
A good point.
I will remember your sacrifice.
Eliminate target. So, damage.
No other study could show you this.
Together, we are fearless.
Don't touch the device.
I admire your courage.
An academic question.
Charging.
Sharp feints.
Limited scale, infinite lines. Confirm the coordinates.
My surroundings changed. Is all this still an illusion?
Keep going. For our dream.
Looks like the way we came, but it's a little different. These signs, are they trying to take me somewhere? The way out, perhaps?
Bertin, where are you going? I made some coffee for those clever eggheads, enough to mend their broken souls after turning their backs on it for half their lives. Fancy a cuppa as well? Here you go.
Regulus, it's a violation of their scripture. You mustn't consume any beans or bean-based products.
Yeah, the great sacred scripture again. Hey, think you can just walk away from a pirate without breaking any rules? Let's see you try. Ha! Now you must have the beans. Or you can pick them all up.
According to their rules, I'm not to eat things off the ground, or pick them up for that matter. Though, this mountain of beans isn't going away by itself. Fortunately, it doesn't appear to be too stable.
An illusion of a coffee bean mountain like this is almost as cliché as a pirate with a hook for a hand. Something like this could never hold up to skepticism. Mankind is slow in learning new ideas. They need new information to be explained in simple terms, using examples and analogies, or reduced to its most basic symbols and generalizations. Eventually, once they've gotten used to the formulas and outlines, they may just see below the surface and find the deeper essence waiting there. What about you? What do you think is your essence? Are you any more significant than a pile of coffee beans? Ah, the mind, the soul. But do they really exist? A thirsty animal thinks of water and seeks out a clear spring. Hunger pangs tell the cheetah to seek its prey. The fear of isolation tells the flamingo to seek the safety of her flock. Every action we have ever taken was prompted by a natural impulse. Sparks of electric current that can be tracked, observed, predicted. Perhaps our thoughts, desires, and our minds are only the sum of these minute reactions of cause and effect. Perhaps none of us truly exist, darling.
Curtin, where are you going? We're still in a meeting. You'll have to leave from the left.
But I came in from the left. Why would I leave the same way I came in?
Oh no! You've made a mistake. Now you must stay behind bars until you prove the four-color theorem. Be careful not to make another mistake, or you'll be thrown into the Gorgon current and confined there forever. You look worried. Don't be. We're friends. I will defend you in court. I will try my best to reduce your sentence to trisecting angles with an unmarked straight edge and a compass.
I have to leave, but not from the right. There must be a way to reverse left and right.
So then left or right can be reversed as easily as changing your frame of reference. How can we hold people responsible for their actions when we use such malleable definitions? We lead our lives according to these strict rules. Rules that are always changing definitions. It's too much for this old brain of mine. Why not simplify our definitions? To learn about the world like we were kids once more. Let's begin with math. Could it be as mutable as left and right? Could there be a hidden integer between 3 and 4? Is 1 always 1? Or is it just our frame of reference? But where is it then, this everlasting truth? Have you ever seen it? Have you basked in its radiance before? Maybe the shadows on the cave wall are our true reality. Maybe the sun is just another prop in our shadow theater. What if the people who chose to stay in the cave were the ones who were truly wise? Be careful what you hold to be true, darling.
Timekeeper, are you leaving the banquet? Perhaps we might go somewhere quiet. I wanted to speak with you about linear regression.
Terribly sorry, Sonato. I really must be leaving.
Wait! Perhaps a more impromptu debate? I have some fresh ideas about our past discussions. Could I trouble you to help me refine them? The storm is gone. We have time to enjoy life again. You don't have to keep checking your watch or your task list anymore.
But time still is against us, and I haven't any left to spare. Not even to explain myself to Sonato. I hate to be rude, but I need a moment of peace. If only I could turn everything silent.
I said, if you are going to stick to your plan, then you must value your time wisely. Don't get caught up in idle conversation. Be firm in your determination, but careful not to go too far. Otherwise, your silence may be taken as a slight. And should they retaliate, what then? That's no peace, but a silent war. And peace will not return until one side concedes, even if they are blameless. Doesn't that seem unfair? Well, you've already mastered your most powerful weapon. I did warn you I'd retaliate in the same manner. Now we are square.
Oh, you're still here, Vertin. I thought you had disappeared completely. I was hoping I might talk to you about my number. So sorry, but I really do have to leave now. Please, I think you may be the only one that can help. It won't take you long. 6. A perfect number. But it isn't my number. Let's try again. Reset the calculation for me. Back to 0. Put an asterisk and 0 and we can continue. No, that can't be my number either. It's far too brilliant for me. Please reset the calculation back to 0. 210. I know 37 isn't a fan. Still, I would be honored to have an integer like that as my number. Let's try it one more time. I have a feeling that together we can find the right number for me.
Who am I? An old question. It can't be as simple as your name. A name, after all, is only worth what meaning we give it. Bewildered by their own existence, man turns to the ultimate truth for answers. But soon enough, they come to see the truth is also beyond their ability to comprehend. That is when the fear catches up with them. So they put aside their search for truth and look for something more straightforward. A simple answer, enough to satisfy a frightened child, caught between a comforting lie and something more frightening than the truth. That might be no truth at all. And if that is so, how can we know who we are really? Very good. Perhaps the truth lies hidden in the question. Hold tight to that answer, darling. A bit of elderly advice. There is no greater treasure. One day you might be amused by this idea, when you see yourself from someone else's eyes.
First is the circle, second is the square.
"37? Is that you?"
Put the triangle on the triangle and the rectangle on the rectangle. Perfect! As things should be.
The emanation? Disorder and chaos. This can't be. This isn't right. How ugly! How inelegant! How could this be the revelation from the patterns of the transcendental law above? How could such a terrible answer fall on my ears? I can't tell the others about this. There must be a mistake. I need proof. I have to go out there.
Vertin, my child. Are you here to partake in sand play as well? No matter how oft we arrange them, the sight of them never grows stale. Alas, I shall destroy it.
I think I had a terrible dream.
What did you dream?
Regulus claimed Six's throne and declared this the rock and roll empire of irrational numbers. She took out a jar of coffee beans and stuffed one into my mouth. I'm relieved that I woke up in time, and you as well. Let's go, Vertin. We need to tell everyone the numbers. Do you hear that? So many people out there. Must be Sophia here to pick me up. I told her she can wait for me outside. Sophia!
Wait, 37. What?
It's an honor to meet you. It is here.
The moment of
I can
silence.
hear it. It's newly made this year.
Tu peux la jeter maintenant, la charme d'opère. Oh, this brilliance!
Enjoy! Got you.
Relax.
Another jar?
It is here. I smell the scent of mint oil.
Let's get it over quick.
Stop.
Ouch! It's newly made this year.
No worries.
I can hear it. Another jar?
Relax.
You don't want to miss it.
I smell the scent of mint oil.
Ouch!
Stay balanced.
There they are. It's wrong.
The moment of utterance. The moment of silence.
What a tragedy.
The moment of utterance.
No worries.
The moment of silence.
What a tragedy. Thank you for your cooperation.
Benefit from reading.
Soffoca il sangue! Soffoca il sangue!
It is here.
The moment of utterance.
Relax.
Time for tongues to speak of truth.
Mon officier n'est pas un capitaine.
Please, don't resist.
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
No worries. I need some peaceful moment. No worries.
It's newly made this year.
Come back to me.
Got you. I remember it's called...
When will they give us the order to attack? What's taking so long? The island is just across the bay. We have men, weapons, supplies, everything. Just give us order and we will take to shore. Check out these bad boys. Anti-Arcanum weapons courtesy of the American from that Walden place. That creep just doesn't sit right with me. He's got that Arcanus stink about him. But his technology's solid and we needed it. We've got to get ahead of the Serbs and the Greeks.
Relax, Georgie. Leave the decisions to the big shots. I'm sure they'll just hug out the differences in the meeting room or something. Besides, you saw the monsters on that island. Can't speak for everyone here, but I don't want to die.
Screw the negotiations! Screw the committee! Like it or not, we were the first ones to find the island, not the Austrians or the Germans. Damn, those Arcanists have gone into hiding again. I swear I could see it from here yesterday. Are those bird-like creatures leaving in droves?
Georgie, brother, leave them be! Come, play with us! George?
What a good opportunity this is. It's too good to pass up. We've got to act now. We will claim what is ours. This island belongs to us. It's in our territory and we were the first to find it. Why shouldn't it be ours?
The Austro-Hungarian Empire has officially declared war on Serbia. Russia is mobilizing in support of Serbia. Germany demands Russia to stop mobilizing at once. Germany is mobilizing. France is mobilizing.
Open the door! It's important! You have to listen to me! No, this can't be. Albert?
Clara, it's odd to see you so flustered. What's the matter? I'm headed to the business school. We'll talk when I get back.
Business school? But Didn't you swear to never go back? Ever since your human classmate shot your arm in a duel. Wait, what happened to your arm?
Oh, Ethan. Yes, he wounded me. He had to prove his standing to the Brotherhood. There was no other way. But that's in the past. He gave me his arm, so now we're even. I have to go. I have to find Johnson, Raymond, and Herbert. That little rascal pushed Ilsa into the fountain. We have a score to settle. Take care, Clara.
No, Herbert! Don't go!
This storm syndrome is spreading, Doctor. Stay any longer, you'll be infected too. Please, leave with me.
Bell in the parade. Is that Aurora? I just met her at the coffee house last week. We were talking about her wedding.
Watch out, Doctor! They have lost their minds! This way, Doctor. We have to get out of here.
We make an ideal team.
Let's go where trees and grass grow.
Join with us, comrades.
It is here. It is here.
Mon officier n'est pas un capitaine. Oh, this violence!
I can hear it.
Good timing. No need to look back. No need to worry.
It is here. I can hear it.
Tu peux la jeter maintenant, lasciare dopo silence.
No need to look back.
What a tragedy. What a tragedy. I can hear it.
The reticent woods are watching you.
Soffoca il sangue. Ti soffoca il sangue.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
I admire your courage.
Good timing.
Keep up the pace.
No need to look back.
We share the same dream. To a brighter future for everyone.
Frosty can honor the forest.
I can hear it.
Good timing. Penetrate.
It is here. What a tragedy.
We are like-minded.
Mon officier n'est pas un capitaine. Ti soffoca il sangue. Ti soffoca il sangue.
Keep going. For our dream, comrade.
This way, Doctor. We have to go back to your clinic. The Special Operations Squad will meet us there.
Marcus, you once said that there was another way to make things right. And then you did your part, as I did mine. But now, after all that's happened, please tell me, what's the point of us trying? Will we save them in time? Is there any chance that we can turn things around? The ritual you acquired, the one you said could save everyone. Is it working now?
Let me in. I have just one question. Why hasn't the project stopped yet?
Adler Hoffman, you have been removed from the team. You're not authorized to be here. You have violated
the LSCC safety management regulations? I brought them with me. You're welcome. If you cared about the regulations as much as you claim, you'd know that none of what's happening aligns with its guidelines. Even the head of Laplace has no authority to continue the experiment under these circumstances.
Get out of my face, Adler. I don't have time for this. We're in a state of war. Every participant has signed an informed consent form. If you are not part of this project, please leave immediately. We only have 18 hours until the storm. This is it. The first time we've made such a breakthrough in all 9 storms. Your sister gave up her life to take us this far. I hope you don't need me to remind you that.
Yes, she made the ultimate sacrifice, hoping that it would lead to a breakthrough. But instead, death continues to rise. How can you let this go on? I demand to know why the experiment is still going!
Don't we have enough crazies around here? Madame Lucy has important things to do. She has no time for you. Go cry to your therapist, human.
Important? What could be possibly more important than this right now? What happened to the humanitarian ideals of the Foundation? Are we now under the tyranny of machines? What's this important thing she's got to do? Reading the paper? Sipping on oil and charging up in a 230-volt bath?
Is that you, Adler? Welcome.
Look at this mirror, dear. There's a sizable stain on it. Yes, it is. Maybe its owner meant to break it so that the stain would be thoroughly removed. Now the stain is gone, and the owner has a collection of little mirrors. She must have accidentally left this one behind. A lady with great ambitions and an unconscious charm. A lady who wishes to make the rest of the world accept who she is, and has suggested that many others join her way of thinking. Her brother, on the contrary, hopes to be taken in. In his attempt to act like everyone else, he lost an arm in a duel. If you ask me, dear, I'd say they're very alike. Equally lonely. The brother and sister are a mirror image of each other. She's often repulsed by the sight of him, unable to reconcile herself with all that he reminds her of. Now the brother has found his missing arm, along with his long-lost dignity. The surgery that the sister had been hoping would be done on this world has finally started. But all of a sudden, she's terrified of the incisions. As I said, despite their differences in approach, the brother and sister are mirror images of one another. But now the mirror is broken. I hope she can make it through the 7 years of bad luck. Poor thing. There's no way around it.
With us, comrades.
I can hear it. It is here.
Mon officier n'est pas un capitaine, excellence.
I can hear it.
I admire your courage.
Good timing.
For the good of all.
Frost you with an armor before.
same dream.
I can hear it.
To a brighter future for everyone.
Tu peux la jeter maintenant, la charme d'opère. Oh, Mr. Lens. Oh,
Don't worry. I will remember your sacrifice.
what a tragedy.
Keep up the pace.
Soffoca il sangue! Ti soffoca il sangue!
I admire your courage.
I can hear it.
The reticent woods are watching you.
Sharp pain.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
Cheer up.
Just tell me. Frost is the armor of the forest. Penetrate. No need to worry.
It is here.
I will remember your sacrifice.
The reticent woods are watching you.
Keep up the pace.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
Keep going. For our dream, comrade.
I'm not in a suitable form to receive a guest. Simone, can you put me back in my body? I feel much better. Thank you. Oh, you have even put on a face for me. How sweet of you. I have noticed your icy gaze, Researcher Adler. You are yearning to correct the logic of this place. Well, I only said that to Simone out of courtesy. In reality, whichever body I am put into makes no difference to me.
The experiment, ma'am. Why hasn't it stopped? Are you going to pretend that nothing's happened? That no one died? Could it be that you and Ulrich, the awakened, being the tin cans you are, have no regard for actual lives?
Adler Hoffman, I will not warn you again.
Relax, Adler. You are led by a biased opinion because you lack critical information, a common defect in all cognitive processes. I believe you will shift to a more rational perspective once you receive sufficient information on the subject.
A more rational perspective? We are humans, not machines. We are not expendable parts. I have plenty of reasons to question your decisions. Your excessive insistence on this experiment could be a sign of uncontrollable behavior, a trait commonly seen in arcanists.
The experiment has been cancelled everywhere, except for this very room.
What?
As you and researcher Medicine Pocket have said, the ritual is beyond the limits of almost everyone here. The side effects will kill them before the ritual can even take effect. The first wave was inevitable. Dora had pressed send before she disintegrated. We only managed to halt the subsequent transmissions and evacuate the unaffiliated staff. We kept only a few arcanists on the team, and each has signed the consent form.
Forgive me, ma'am, but I have to use your argument against you. You too are guided by a biased opinion, an overly optimistic one, because you have failed to properly assess the risks involved. We have suffered enough misfortunes just by uttering a few syllables of the incantation. We've talked about the limit of things before. You should know better and ask the rest of the team to quit the experiment. Your insistence will only bring calamity upon calamity on our people for nothing.
You might be right. But how is being right going to help us?
Huh?
You spoke of the limit, and I am surprised that it is you who brought it up. The physical appearance of humans has remained relatively unchanged since the Neolithic era, but their thoughts and civilization continued to evolve and underwent significant transformations. The achievements that humanity enjoys today were not given to the species by any one person with godlike powers, but were the result of the collective efforts of all human beings. Limits and boundaries must be pushed, or there would never have been room for development. There is no reason to believe that the limit cannot be challenged, especially when we already have the tools to do so. We must make progress happen.
Grandiose lies.
Lies? We have no choice but to go beyond that limit. If we do not break away from the storm, there is no future for us, let alone progress. We need to first determine all the side effects as a priority. This important step will help us compile data and eliminate the effects so our colleagues can use the ritual safely.
And who will try it this time, Madam Lucy? You're not going to test the side effects as the cost of lives, are you?
No. Thanks to Ulrich, we stumbled upon a breakthrough. You are right. It is time to send the other Arcanists home. Only the awakened are needed here.
The awakened?
power is back, Mom. We are ready to resume.
It will take time to properly explain. Please wait, Adler. We have yet to reach an agreement.
What? Are you experimenting? Here?
La Unwa.
Wait, she's reciting it? She's read the reports, right? She was there when Dora broke into pieces.
No. Simone, I cannot continue.
You fools! Don't just stand there! Stop her! Now! Who's going to lead us if she also turns into a pile of scraps?
Stay where you are, Enigma. You insisted on being here. You demanded to see this. Don't bring your pathetic, narrow-minded humanitarian values in here and tell us what to do. What do you know about us?
You can do it, madam. This is just part of the established procedures. Just a few more syllables, madam, and it will be over.
Established procedures. I like that. Circle. Was that all, Simone?
Yes.
Good.
is what you wanted to show me? To watch her utter a curse that's always brought death, only to die in vain? And you just let it happen?
Calm down.
Calm down. She's dead right there, you murderer.
We have already repeated this experiment many times.
Many times? What? You've sent people to their deaths over and over again?
Look at you, Adler, peeing your pants over a curse. The human boy is so scared that he forgot to ask the crucial question. Did the ritual work?
What do you mean? The curse. The side effect killed her. The experiment failed. Is that not what happened?
No. Triggering the curse and failure are two separate things. I was the first one to recite the incantation, way before Dora. When I read it aloud, it worked. I felt the warmth of a miraculous blessing on my head. Soft, light as a feather. I told Madame Lucy right away, but as soon as she left the room, the curse hit me, and I began to liquefy. There was no one else in the room. My liquid form had become too insubstantial to push the help button. A long darkness followed. After that, I woke up again in my original primitive form, the way I first came into this world.
Original primitive form?
Unlike humans, the awakened have neither flesh nor nerves. We are pieces of consciousness, echoes of a primordial melody that just happen to reside in material objects by chance. With a mind and a body combined, we could talk, learn, think like you do, and perform the experiment and endure the side effects. And this curse, for some reason, cannot affect the primal consciousness that caused our awakening in the first place. While human minds dissipate when their tangible bodies are destroyed, our minds reawaken regardless of the changes and destruction of our external bodies. Of course, this was an assumption based on idealized circumstances, and I needed another awakened being who could awaken in different bodies to confirm my theory. That is why I sought out Madame Lucy for cross-verification. The results?
Yes, it was an assumption! You said it yourself! You came back to life this time, but what about the next? Nothing is for sure in Arcanum. What if she never wakes up again? What if she dies for good?
We know what we are doing, human. Stay out of this. Only the awakened can carry out the experiment, so we must proceed. This has nothing to do with race. It is a sense of duty that every researcher should have possessed when they chose this path. We have to go beyond the limit. Not out of madness, but out of rationality.
We seem to have replicated effect number 2. And 117 of the Coleman Lab's protective rituals were proven ineffective. Write it down, Simone. This is the 4th time we have seen it. Also, number 45 and 69 are related to it. We need to speed up. This is too slow. Adler, what are you doing here? I am glad to see you out of your room and working with us again.
No, he's not on the team, Mum. He forced his way in here.
Oh? My apologies. I seem to lose a small amount of data when I reawaken. Still, I am glad that you are showing initiative, Adler. Were we supposed to talk?
No. We have nothing more to discuss, ma'am. Ulrich has filled me in on everything. But I still worry whether the experiment's risks were properly assessed.
Assessments will only be assessments. Much is beyond measure when it comes to Arcanum. Perhaps faith plays a more important role here.
I'm surprised it is you talking about faith, ma'am.
It seems we both have the ability to surprise each other. You are right. Assessments could indeed be useful to us. It allows us to know the probabilities of success and failure based on established facts and past experience. But when we find ourselves in uncharted darkness, with no information or past experience to guide us, how are assessments going to help us? The only thing we have in such darkness is the unwavering faith to move forward. When the first steam engine whistled, I awoke into this world. At the beginning of this new life, my circuits were charged with a singular primal desire to progress. In the midst of that never-ending whistle, I have watched man build the towers of science and knowledge, and I have watched them unleash chaos and destruction. You too have been lost and deterred, but your engines of progress have never stopped churning. Always move forward, no matter the destination you told yourselves. Until the storm brought everything to a standstill. But this is just a small setback. We are only back to the beginning where we stumble blindly. And this time, I happen to have a cane. No need to worry about me. I will not shut down as long as there is still hope for progress. We have wasted a bit of time on data recovery. Come, Simone. Let us begin the next experiment. I hope to dissolve into paste this time, so we can easily handle it with a Coleman's ritual of transformation.
Seen enough? We know what we are doing, and you are of no help here. It's been the same old story in this place for the past 8 years. When your faith crumbled during the storm, it was us who took over the place and cleaned up after you. It was us who got things back up and running, put coals in the hearth, and blazed a trail when everyone was lost in the dark. I know you may not understand the intricacies of the Arcanum, but please, show some basic respect for our efforts.
Will you do the experiments yourself, Ulrich?
Of course. I am not some emotional, unhelpful little punk.
Do you still remember Adams? Adams, Roman, Adolf, Sylvia, Albert, Louise, those who were taken from us by the rain. Melvin, Francis, Caroline, Leopold. They volunteered for the field, but we never heard from them again. Now we have Dora, Richard, Dawkins, and Victor on the list. Life has a wicked sense of humor. My mentor, my classmates, my colleagues. Each of them deserved to live more than me. But they're all gone now. There's only me talking to you. Alive. Useless. Am I going to see your names on that list too, Ulrich?
Spare me the feelings, human. Though I will take back my sarcastic jabs at you, it is not something a leader should do. Madame Lucy talked to me about the importance of teamwork. Go back to your room, Adler. The Arcanists will take over from here. Until we get the results, you won't be needed here.
I will say this, Ulrich. If you survive the experiments, I will submit the sincerest application to never be on the same team as you again. So neither of us will have to worry about teamwork. How's that sound?
Haha. I will wait for that application, Adler.
Who's there?
Adler Hoffman from the cryptography team. Is Medicine Pocket in? I heard that they wrote a paper on the linear correlation between the purity of an Arcanist bloodline and their power. Can I get some more details on the research?
The paper is here. Help yourself. Sorry about the stains on it. I just took it out of the trash. If you're looking for Medicine Pocket, I'm afraid they just left.
Left? To where? They left the building? Hasn't the countdown already begun?
Yes, and by regulations we are not to leave. But, they said their new theory had to be verified in the storm.
fresh air, green grass, the dew, the mud. This is what I'm talking about. A better world.
Researcher Medicine Pocket, I must remind you that we are at the edge of the immunity zone to the storm. Once we cross the line, we will not only catch the storm syndrome, but also be taken by the storm at the end of the countdown.
I know that. How stupid do you think I am? Hey, isn't that Rudolph? The poor guy sent to Tunguska? Hey man, how was Siberia? Welcome back. Did you bring me any new research materials? Oh, you don't recognize me? You're breaking my heart. It's me, your best friend that you just met, Medicine Pocket.
Researcher, I must make clear that you only applied for 15 minutes outside for research purposes. Your countdown starts from the moment when you cross this line.
Okay, safety first, I know. Get off me, you're hurting my arms. I'll bounce as soon as the storm syndrome hits. Even if I catch it, look at the syndromes of this era. Distorted faces, murderous intentions, obsession with war, rampage. What's got you so worried? They aren't that bad. Well, the melting faces part is kind of gross. I really wanted to test this in Vienna. Oh well, better than nothing. Alright, now, I'm gonna walk a little further from the immunity zone so the samples are easier to gather. The ideal distance is 1,500 kilometers, but, oh, don't worry, not gonna do that. Even I can't run that fast. Now behold, the important moment. When I prove the dorks in Laplace wrong about asymmetrical nuclide R.
Now, hypothetically, if the storm research were to succeed, two things should have been done. And to find out the safe way to use it, we have to... This is what Lucy was thinking. The Awakened met the casting requirements of the incantation, and Ulrich succeeded, while the other Arcanists did not feel the same miraculous blessing like he did. So as long as we eliminate the side effects, they'll be able to inscribe the incantation and mass-produce it for the humans. One problem is, only the Awakened can carry out the experiments, and there's not many of them around. It'll take too long. There's no way to do this in 24 hours. Heck, it could take months or even years. There must be something else we can do.
but you are not an arcanist. Why should you play by their rules?
Yes, that's right. Let's try a different approach. What if I start with the desired outcome and work backwards to the question? The quickest and most efficient way to save everyone is to make them qualified casters of the ritual. They won't even need protective equipment if we can do that. The challenge is, how do we qualify the casting requirements? Medicine Pocket's theory is correct, and there's enough data and supplementary experiments to back it up. The power of arcanists is directly tied to the purity of their bloodline, which is associated with the special cells in their bodies. Using arcane skills reduces the activity of the cells, but the Picasma extract can reactivate them for extended casting. However, the extract only provides endurance, not power. It is physiologically impossible for a low-ranked arcanist to cast a high-ranked skill. That's the reality of it. If we were to compare the power of arcanists to household appliances, let's say their normal voltage is 230 volts, and if the storm immunity ritual were a high voltage source of 1,000 volts, no, millions of volts, like lightning, the household appliances would be destroyed in an instant. As for the humans, they're not even in the picture. We cannot cast to begin with, and I personally didn't feel any blessing or curse when I recited half of the incantations that day. Think. How can I get everyone to meet the casting requirements of the ritual? Forget what's theoretically impossible. The Arcanum never gave a damn about certainties. I've been reminded plenty that logic does not apply to things like this. What about shortcuts? Are there records of transcendental rites? Significant celestial events, sacrificial offerings, or even Numa emanating ingredients that could boost the user's casting abilities? Wait, Numa emanating? Where have I seen that word before? It was in the files Ulrich told me to read. The Timekeeper's report from the Aegean Sea. Those islanders call the storm the Emanation. Why? The Emanation. Emanation. Just what is emanating out? What the? Dawkins, I hope you know this is not the time to catch up. That is if you're able to talk at all. No! Let go! I've just come up with an idea! Leave me alone! Somebody! Help!
activated.
A good point.
Charging.
No other study could show you this.
The light that illuminates all.
Liam, cheer up!
A perfect demonstration. Taking another look. A good point. An academic question. The benefits of field mapping. Limited scale, infinite lines. Calculating distance.
Victory? Okay, but what does it mean to...
You're not really here for revenge. And it wasn't you who pushed away the books and opened the door. The invisible ghost. Victor, did you do that?
Researcher Adler!
What happened? Any progress?
Yes, researcher Medicine Pocket has proved their theory right. They have successfully found the asymmetrical nuclide R in the air before the storm, even if only a trace.
What did you say?
They came up with the idea because the nuclide was initially found in the raindrop samples of the storm. They deduced it also exists in the air before the storm occurs, like the water droplets in the atmosphere before rain. So now, we can extract it directly from the air, without waiting for the timekeeper to bring the raindrops to us. This will help us a lot in the mass production of the protective gear.
No way. The emanation. Asymmetrical nuclide R. She was right. The ritual works. Any arcanist can use it. And the solution was right in front of us. I didn't need to boost the caster's abilities. With the right setup and materials, the world before the storm is already an enormous stage for performing the ritual. It's like a charged pylon just needing a cable.
Mr. Adler?
Thank you, Miss Whoever, and thanks for letting me know, Dawkins and Victor. It's me, Ulrich. Let me in. I need to see Madame Lucy. Tell her, I found a way to transcend the limit. We don't have time. I'll spare you the technicalities and explain it straight. Our biggest problem is the limit of the bloodline. Low-rank arcanists can't command high-rank arcane rituals, similar to how household appliances can't withstand what's beyond their designated voltage. In most cases, the caster can only use their own arcane circuits that run through their inherited bloodline. But what if the caster were in a special electric field? What if we used existing circuits on the outside and put the caster into a greater circuit? What if we factored in the entire planet and used the atmosphere to split the current flowing through us by adding more appliances to the circuit?
Don't be ridiculous, Adler. We are not household appliances.
Hold on, let me finish. "24 hours before the storm, the entire world is charged with abundant arcane energy. It becomes a space emanating pneuma, a cloud ready to discharge, a special electric field. Look at asymmetrical nuclide R. The key to the storm immunity was inside the storm all along. And look at how the Mandragora is the antidote to its own poison. The solution can be hidden in the question itself. The arcane energy a caster inherently lacks can be borrowed from the surroundings during the storm. We just need a way to induct that energy. And Laplace happens to have all the data for the calculations. The observation systems we've built over the past 8 years have not been in vain. First, we derive a formula to determine the pneuma needed from the storm based on the Arcanist lineage. Then, we'll design a converter to transform the external pneuma into what they can use. They will no longer be bound by their limits. With just one calculation and one conversion, we can turn anyone into a capable caster.
I knew I shouldn't have wasted my time listening to you. What are you saying, Adler? You made up a confusing story, then drew conclusions from it.
The second part is purely theoretical, I admit. But the basis of my theory is correct, and I have read Medicine Pocket's paper.
But Arcanum is not electricity! You're too caught up in your excitement to remember the basics. You know nothing about Arcanum.
It's still a form of energy, yes? No one here knows what the storm is, but we do know that it's a massive arcane energy field. We can harness it, much like Arcanists use arrays to amplify their incantations.
I see what researcher Adler is trying to say. A creative solution indeed.
But ma'am...
Do not worry, Ulrich. I also have noticed that humans could be smart and stupid at the same time. Perhaps that is why they need to have their work peer-reviewed.
Thanks?
There is a type of electrophotography invented by Semyon Kirlian and his wife Valentina Kirlian in 1939 that depicts the energy field surrounding an object or body. It was later used by Laplace as a method of measuring arcane power, notably for the storm observation systems. Through it, we are able to capture and measure the arcane light or aura that is invisible to the naked eye. The plan of researcher Adler is feasible. Laplace also has the technology to support it. We have the storm observation stations, the capable casters, and the best mathematicians. Ulrich, Please ask Miss Titer to lead the calculations, then experiment outside the safe zone and record the pneuma constant needed for casting the incantation. And do not give the incantation to anyone. I doubt they can resist trying it. Simone, please contact Researcher X. His balancing helmet could be the prototype for our converter. That helmet balances the energy field in and out of our bodies, and was once used to protect researchers working with dangerous arcane skills. We could boost its power and use it as a substitute for Adler's converter. But we should postpone their testing request until we have completed our experiments on the side effects.
What about me, ma'am? Should I go with the calculations team or help with the converter?
Right. I wanted to talk about that. You have proven to us the value of human thoughts and perspectives. I am glad that your struggles with the bottle did not damage your brain, Adler. I am confident that your discoveries will save many lives in the storm once implemented.
The bottle? But it's been 7 years.
But you overlooked one thing in your plan. What about your people, the humans who can never cast incantations?
They were not included in the plan. I just came up with something that took the least steps to reach the desired outcome. To save humans, they'll have to rely on equipment. Only when we have better control over the ritual can we store it on arcane devices for mass production.
Then you should go perfect it.
Huh? We only have 16 hours and 30 minutes until the storm. There's not enough time to...
The feasible part of your plan is in motion, and all of Laplace will provide the help we need. We will make it work. As for yourself, perfect your plan so we can save everyone, including the humans. And we only have 16 hours and 30 minutes to find a solution.
Understood. I will think of something. You're right about this one.
There was no way he overlooked his own race. Yet, he still gave up his own people and brought this plan to us. Were we too hard on him?
Were we? But I made the right decision.
Yes. Yes. We will provide the tech support. It was Xeno, Mom. They lost contact with Team Timekeeper 3 hours ago. They're asking us for tech support. They have to make contact with the island immediately.
Don't worry, Sophia. It is just a game. I won't be in there for long. You can wait for me on the beach if you want, okay? 37! Don't!
What happened? Remember now. The island fell ill, and 6 summoned all the integers to the cleansing ceremony. 37. She went to Apiron. They tended to their missions. I went to the square to pray for them, and then there was an earthquake. Human army? Wasn't the Foundation mediating the disputes? Did they betray us? I need to calm down. I need to find the others. Slow down and breathe. Stability is an essential virtue to becoming an integer. Okay. Let's clean up the place first.
Ena eftegromot mima, schematizete otan anosume diosimia.
The incantation didn't work? Did they fail to perform the cleansing ceremony? Is that 42?
No one survives the oblivion.
His hysteria is acting up again. I should help.
Die, you lunatics! This is our land! Right from the beginning!
No. No! Be calm. Be stable. Think. Go check on him. I can do this. Stay calm. He is divided into 2 numbers. 6, and 7. I have to find the others. I have to tell them about 42.
Sophia! What are you doing here? Get to the shelter! It is at...
Miss 18! No! I can't... This can't be happening. I have to keep it together. Move. Sophia, get to the cave. Find... Sophia! I'm so scared. Everyone's gone crazy. It's okay. I got you. Come out now, Lacey. We will go find the others. No, I don't want to see them. They will go crazy. Everyone. Lacey, your face. Her soul has tilted toward excess. This is wrong. I am the corrector. I have to help her, or she'd get herself killed. I have to right the wrongs here.
Who ate beans?
A good point.
It could be found.
No other study could show you this.
Uh-huh. Rational.
A new hypothesis. Taking another look.
We share the same dream. I will remember
An
this
academic
sacrifice.
question.
To a brighter future for everyone. Keep up the pace.
Limited scale, infinite lines. Behold.
How troublesome.
A good point. A new hypothesis. The benefits of field mapping. A good point.
Given that it could be found.
Taking another look?
Are you a rational numbers? Time to check my calculation. Go away.
I admire your courage. An academic question.
I will remember your sacrifice.
And you an academic question.
Hard scale.
The benefits of field mapping. Limited scale, infinite lines. Confirm the coordinates.
Keep going. For our dream.
Come on, Sophia. Keep yourself together. Keep your soul in balance. I must find her. I promised it to her. She is going to be fine. She's a prime number, and prime numbers are not as divisible as the others. She will pass the test of Apiron and receive the transcendental truth, for she is the genius, the wise one, who returns. We will right the wrongs and restore things to how they were.
Sophia! You really waited for me! What happened to your clothes? Did you fall on your way here?
I'm so glad to see you. You passed the test. You did it.
You seem emotional. Why? I told you it wasn't going to be difficult.
37. Things don't seem right out there. You have seen Apiron, right? You asked the question, didn't you?
Yes, and I got the answer. The answer that will save us from the emanation once and for all. And the answer is...
Is that it? The one true answer from Apiron is a string of numbers?
Yes, because the transcendental truth is beyond the limits of our mortal flesh. It cannot be described by words, seen by eyes, interpreted by logic, or perceived by the senses. It is passed to us in a form we can understand. Numbers. This is the key to the truth. Give me some time and I can decode it. A month or a week. I will spend all my time working on it. It is not an easy question. Could be the hardest one I've ever dealt with in my life. But I will get there. And then we will be freed from all these problems once and for all. Even if we don't know its meaning yet, it will eventually lead us to the kingdom of truth. Sophia? Why are you crying?
That long? 37. A truth that distant won't change. What's in front of us now? No. Calm yourself, Sophia. I have to.
You seem astray, child. Sad. What pains you so? Has the truth not graced thee with its miracles?